I'm going to introduce the Chow Qigong warm-up exercises, okay? So not a pro at this, and being pregnant certainly adds its additional challenges, but I'm still going to give you kind of the basic outline, and I think it'll be really helpful. So the first thing you want to do is something called a horse stance. So you start with your feet together. You take an inhale, and then you're going to raise your arms up, relaxing at the elbows, and at the same time moving your right foot out. And your toes start to pigeon inwards a little bit. And then you push your thighs outwards. You relax your tailbone down. And from there, you start to let a strand of silver, it's like a silver strand that comes really from the base of the pelvis. So the pelvis has started to tuck forward a bit, and there's a silver strand coming all the way up. And at the same time, your hands are kind of extending from that heart area. So my physiological heart is here. My hands are relaxed. My elbows are relaxed. I'm rooting down into my feet. I'm pushing out with my thighs slightly. Continuing to tuck that tailbone gently while relaxing the sphincters of the anus. Having a light gaze, so my eyes aren't necessarily closed, but they're not wide open. It's kind of like your eyes are half closed. And you allow your breath to just be natural and steady. Continuing to relax and release tension in the shoulders and neck. And continue to connect with that silver strand or silver thread that's moving, through the tailbone and through the top of the crown of the head. And I'm just closing my eyes here slightly so that I can feel that silver strand as I'm talking. And when I find that silver strand, the alignment through the center core of me is really good. My pelvis seems like in a neutral forward position, like slightly forward, but really neutral. It's very relaxed. And therefore my abdomen and my chest kind of settle in. And my neck isn't projected forward anymore, but now it's starting to settle back so that it has an even communication between front and back body and also sides. And my spine feels really elongated. It feels really healthy. Feels like a good flow. It feels like I could stand here forever when you really get that posture. So just keep focusing on that silver strand extending you up, pulling you up, and also feel it anchoring you down a little bit. And continue to find places that you're holding tension and relax them and refocus on that silver strand again, being pulled up on the top of your head. And use your breath to just help release anything that just feels like it's tightening up. So this is a standing meditation, and it really provides a significant grounding and orientation for your body. And that foundation helps you to build and really anchor into the additional exercises and really into anything you do in your day. So don't let your knees collapse in. Remember to really hold strong in the thighs as you're holding your arms. Really make sure that all four corners, every part of your foot is really pushing into the floor. And pushing in the sense that it's not that you're trying really hard, but that they're in full contact. There's equal contact there. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, which is a reasonable time to do it, you can certainly extend that out, to longer if you want to. You bring your hands down, and at the same time bring your right foot together. Okay. Now we're going to work with something called the C. It's a side stretch warm-up, okay? So in this case, my feet are together. I still have that connection with that silver strand, so it's pulling me up. And I'm going to breathe in, and I'm going to start to drop my head to the side. And I'm going to try to keep my nose parallel. So I'm not going to look down, I'm not going to look up, but try to keep it straight. so that my head really doesn't turn at all to wiggle out of the side stretch, but so that it's really going straight over. So from here, I'll just start again, catch my breath a little. So I'm inhaling, continuing to reach over, over, the whole time inhaling and letting this part of my body go into like a C curve. Bending slightly at the knees as you continue to bend to the side, checking that head position. And then you exhale slowly to come up. As you're coming up, it's your back that's coming up first. Your head comes up very, 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 very last. Reconnecting with that silver strand. So my pelvis is tilting in, and that silver strand is pulling me up. I inhale again, and I repeat on the other side. So as I'm inhaling, again, try to make sure that my nose and neck are not twisting at all, but staying in that line, making that C shape. This is the concave part of the C. Exhale, coming up slowly. Stacking the spine. The head does not move to the very end. And you repeat that 3 times on each side, okay? Approximately 3 times on each side. The next one is called the propeller turn. So with the propeller turn, it's kind of similar to the horse stance. So you take an inhale, you bring your arms up and out. Your right foot also goes out. In case you can't see that, right foot went out also. My palms are face up. I'm relaxing my shoulders. Again, making that silver connection thread, so my pelvis is tilting forward a bit, my shoulders and my abdomen are relaxing back, and there's that strand pulling my head forward. Okay? My arms are extended out, palms are up. And on an inhale, I'm going to twist. I might hit the wall here, so I'm just going to move forward just slightly. And I don't know if you'll be able to see my feet anymore, but I'll try to describe what I'm doing. So I'm going to, and again with that horse stance, your toes are turned in slightly, and then my thighs are pushing out while keeping that whole pelvic silver strand alignment. I'm going to inhale and turn. So my right arm is going to start turning towards the left. My legs are staying anchored. My head is not cranking. It's coming in parallel. When I feel like I can't go any further and I'm still on the inhale, I stretch a little more on that silver thread, and then I twist a little further. I exhale and slowly come back. Trying to keep your arms out. I've kind of pulled my arm in, but you want to keep it in that kind of 180-degree plane. And then you repeat on the other side. So inhaling. Okay, I feel like I've gone to my maximum. Find that strand. A little further. My arms at the 180, planting my feet. My knee is twisting a little on the left, but not overextending. Exhaling, slowly coming back. Again, you would do that 3 times on each side, and then that would be complete the propeller turn. So the next one is the hip rotation. So for this one here, hopefully you can see that through my hips, but I'm going to take my hands, I'm just going to rub them together. I'm going to shake them off, and I'm going to place my hands on the back, almost kind of where your kidneys would be. So my hands are placed here. I'm going to move my legs out into that horse stance again. I'm going to make sure that my feet are fully grounded on the, like, so that all aspects of my feet are planted into the the surface of the ground. And I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to start by rotating my hips to the left. And I'm not really like doing like a big motion. What I'm really trying to do is really just move from the hips. So really accentuating that movement, okay? So how it looks is on an inhale, you're going forward from left to right. So really jetting that forward. And then when it's at its maximum, then I start to shift to the right. Still inhaling. As I hit that maximum, I start going back. I'm exhaling. And again, I'm trying to find that maximal range through my hip bones. And as I hit the maximal back, it starts my hips start moving to the left. I'm still in my exhale. I'm starting to come around to the front, so I'm starting to inhale. So I'm going to demonstrate from the side too, so you can hopefully see how the hips are moving. So I'll do it a couple times so I can also find my rhythm, and you can see how that looks. So I'm inhaling to the left, forward, front, right, exhaling back. So after you've done that, 4 to 6, or even up to 10 times rotation one way. 10, if 10's too many, that's okay. 5 to 6 is great. Then you reverse the direction. So now my inhale starts by going to the right corner. So inhaling, forward, still inhaling, left. Now I'm starting to go back, so exhaling. Keeping my horse stance, which I lost. Inhaling. Exhaling. And don't rush. Find the maximum range in those hip bones. Fabulous for pelvic health. Fabulous for us women carrying babies. After you've done that 5 to 6 times, you can return your feet back to center. The last exercise to the warm-ups is doing knee rotations. So you can rub your hands together and shake them out. And you're going to place your hands on your knees. Now my knees are close together, okay? And this is similar to the hip rotation, where it's not so much about getting like kind of a big movement through other muscle groups, but it's really about finding that full range that your knees can offer you. And it's very healing for the knees. So if you've had knee problems, you go slow and controlled, but you really start to find its full range of motion. And in that you move stagnation, and you move tissue that's been damaged, okay? So first of all, I'm going to start by moving my knees to the left. So I inhale, and I'm shifting. So my hips should not be going like this. If they are, they shouldn't. They should stay in line. They should stay in line with my toes. It's all about the knees. Move back a bit just in case you can't see that. So I'm going to push left. My feet are staying flat on the floor. I'm not letting them do any kind of crazy twisting. Again, I'm not forcing my knees, but I'm just helping them find the end range. So inhaling, and then go down, still inhaling, exhaling, pushing to the right, exhaling back, and we'll do it a few times. So pushing right, exhaling, should say also too, even though like we're kind of focusing on the knees, now we're in this bent position, I actually am still focusing on that silver strand throughout all the exercises. So even as I'm here, I'm checking in with my pelvis a bit, and I'm still letting that silver strand extend through my head. Okay, so just keeping that awareness, because that can really bring you in center, in alignment when you're doing these exercises. So let's try going to the right. So now on my inhale, I'm moving laterally to the right side, trying to keep my hips in alignment. So to the right, forward, left, back. Find that silver strand. And around, and again. So you repeat that again somewhere between 5 to 10 times on each side, and that would complete the warm-ups for the Chow Qigong.